Hello, Star Wars fans. This is J.A.R. 369. Welcome back for another figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Star Wars Retro Collection Boba Fett by Hasbro. Now, take a look at the packaging here. Now, the packaging is just like the other Star Wars vintage retro packaging. Now, basically, this is basically from the Empire Strikes Back, because celebrating the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. It does have the Star Wars, the Empire Strikes Back logo there. There's a nice image of Boba Fett, and does have the sticker that says Retro Collection. And you get the name here. Recommended for ages 4+, warning, children hazard. And you can see the window of the figure and his blaster. On the back here, it doesn't show like the characters from the figures, but it says the characters' names, like Princess Leia and her Hoth gear, Han Solo and his Hoth gear, Yoda, Luke Skywalker Bespin outfit, and Lando Calrissian. So that's about it for the packaging. Now let's release Boba Fett out of the package. Here we got Boba Fett out of the package. Take a look at the figure here. The head sculpt on him. Now I love how how Hasbro recreated the that canceled figure from the 70s. Well, technically not canceled, only like the jetpack, who it was. Well, I'm gonna tell you that in a minute. I mean, the head sculpt on it looks really great. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. You can see like the antenna there. It's like laying down, still there. The visor on it looks perfect. The paint on the helmet with the red line is perfect. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Now take a look at the body here. It looks exactly like your Boba Fett figure. The actual Boba Fett figure from the 70s or 80s. You get like the little texturing thing on his shoulder. You get the armor pads. You can see there's like the little rocket there, I guess, maybe. You see like the relaxed palm hand, and the other hand is like holding his blaster. You can see like the belt wrapped around his waist and some pouches sculpted on the legs. You get the wrinkles on the pants here and some more pockets. You get that knee pads there sculpted on. Nothing much on the legs, just plain blue. Nothing much on the feet as well. And on the bottom, there's some Lego stuff and pickles on the bottom of the feet, and more Lego stuff on the side, on the back of the leg. Now let's take a look at the rocket here. Now the rocket is pretty much exactly like what it looks like from the old toys from the 80s. But the missile right here is not removable, because if you remember, there was originally, well, in the 80s, there was originally going to be a rocket firing Boba Fett, but Kenner decided not to add that because of choking hazard. So that scrap was that well, you know, that project was scrapped, and then later they just redesigned it with the without the rocket firing feature there. Plus, and I'm pretty sure back in 2010s, Hasbro had decided to make like the vintage collection figures and have a rocket firing Boba Fett mail away. And then it's somehow different from the from this figure right now. I mean, I cannot explain too much about it. But hey, I mean, there's like, Hasbro and Kenner back then, there's like, careful, we don't want to get sued, something like that. And for the retro collection, and they gone with the non-removable rocket missile. Yeah. Overall, it's still a nice looking figure. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Articulation wise, it's just a standard 5 points of articulation figure. You get rotations at the head, arms, and legs. That's about it. Nothing much, just the standard 5 POA. Now for accessory, he only comes with one accessory. He comes with his blaster, which is pretty much exactly identical to the Grand Moff Tarkin version that he comes with. I mean, it's not the actual blaster from the film, but it's somehow, because Kenner back then, they had like this particular blaster and just give it to Boba Fett. I mean, it's not too bad, very well sculpted, but at least they did a really nice job recreating the blaster from the 80s toys. Now for size comparison, here he is next to Darth Vader, the prototype version. Now as you can see, he is shorter than Vader. And just for giggle, and other than that, here he is next to his Power of the Force counterpart. I think they're the same size. I don't know. But overall, it's a really nice looking figure. I actually like it so much. I mean, I love how they recreated the old Boba Fett figure. I mean, when I first saw this, I was like, man, I really want this. But it's really too expensive right now. But then Hasbro made the rocket firing Boba Fett figure, and I was like, ooh. But you had to buy like, I don't know, 6 figures. So the only Boba Fett figure I have was the vintage collection version of Boba Fett that has like a removable helmet. But then finally, Hasbro doing like the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary, and I'm finally happy that we got this guy into my collection. But overall, I really like how they recreated that retro stylized figure from the 70s or the 80s, like I said. The paint apps are perfect. The sculpt is perfect. Everything in this figure looks perfect. And I highly recommend getting this guy at Walmart, since this is a Walmart exclusive figure. For my rate, I'm going to give the Star Wars Retro Collection Boba Fett figure a 8 out of 10. So that's about it. Make sure to tune in for new videos daily. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video, and comment on this video. Don't forget to turn on the bell icon so you can be notified new videos after you subscribe, so you won't miss any new uploads, and you can be part of the notification squad. Finally, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both links will be in the description down below. That's all I can say. This is the Star Wars Retro Collection Boba Fett figure by Hasbro. And this is J.A.R. 369. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next review. And remember, may the Force be with you.